Good morning. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Soleh bin Adam Malik. Today, alongside with my team, Ikmal, Zaim, Zarul, Faiz Najib and Abdul Mutakabir are excited to introduce the online blood donation management system. To ensure the effectiveness of this system in meeting everyone's requirement, we will begin by identifying the key stakeholders in blood donation, which include the system administrator, blood bank staff, and our dedicating and amazing blood donor. Next, we will explore into a specific technique and methodologies that we use to gather the requirement from each stakeholders group. This comprehensive approach will ensure the system to satisfy to everyone's needs and functionalities. This resource will provide a strong foundation for creating a robust and user-friendly online blood donation system.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arun Takabir, and today I'm going to present to you our stakeholders for our requirement engineering online blood donation system. The first stakeholders I'm going to tell you is about blood donors. The role of blood donors is the primary source of blood for the system. They will provide the medical history, schedule appointments, and donate blood at designated locations. What they can do with the system. So as we stated, the primary role of a blood donor is the primary source of blood for the system. Since they are blood donors, they will provide the medical history. Why? Because with medical history, the system can know whether this person is eligible or not. I will further elaborate on it later on. Schedule appointments and donate blood at designated locations. Schedule appointment if they desire to schedule one. Let's say, for example, they missed the last time events where the blood donation event. So they still want to donate their blood, so they can schedule appointments. Donate blood at designated locations. Not everyone knows where they should go or when these blood donation events are going on. So with this system, they can know where the ongoing event for blood donations, and they can go there to donate their blood. And now we're going to talk about the interest for blood donors. The interest for blood donors is a user-friendly and accessible platform for registration, appointment, scheduling, and information about blood donation process eligibility. Now let's talk about the user-friendly and accessible platform. The user-friendly UI is very crucial for any system. Why? Because not all user or the blood donors that are using the system come from a technical background. So a not user-friendly UI will offset this user and further make them not engaged to the system. It will bring a negative impact to the system since people are not interested in using it. They're hard to understand how the system work, and overall it's a negative things to the system. Accessible platform. This accessible platform means, for example, the systems can be used on desktop. This will limit the platform. Not everyone have a laptop. Not everyone have access to desktop or laptop. But everyone has a mobile platform. For mobile platform, for example, smartphone. If the system are optimized for mobile user, it will further increase the engagement or maybe the usage, the number of users that are willing to use the system because it is much easier to access it using mobile platform. And lastly, information about blood donation processes and eligibility. This one mainly about the first time of blood donations. This is someone that is just come of age to donate their blood. So they don't know how the process goes. So with the system, they can know about the information, how they go. They go from point A to point B. They know what they expect. They know what they should do. Sit down, just take their blood. This is for mainly first time user or someone that never do blood donations. And lastly, eligibility. This is a very important factor when donating blood. They could carry disease from somewhere else when they're going out for vacation, so they are not eligible for it. This is a security concern for the blood that they are donating. They might also be interested in receiving incentives or recognition for their donations. This could come in form of, for example, cookies, maybe some little badge. Everyone likes to be acknowledged for their efforts, right? So it is one of the interests that the blood donors may have. And that's all from me. Thank you.
They also help in verify the authenticity and the urgency of the blood donation request before submitting to the system. There are a few cases in our study that there were donation associated deaths that happened and were found extremely rare. Some general thought about the donation associated death is to be committed coincidentally, as the patient might do to claim life insurance. And lastly, the system administrator help in the coordination. They help in coordinating and synchronizing the system admin and donors to schedule donation appointment, and they also help in arranging the transportation of the donated blood if necessary, such as emergency. And lastly, to ensure the donated blood are delivered timely to the patient.
Alright, next is the blood bank staff. For their role, they're managing a donor information, appointment, and blood inventory to ensure a safe and efficient donation process. They're handling a donor registration, eligibility screening, and communication, as well as scheduling and confirming appointment. They ensure all procedures follow a safety and regularity standard. Additionally, they generate a report and statistics on donor demographic, blood using, and complaints to improve operation and meet regulatory requirements. An efficient system supports this task by offering a centralized data management, automate notification, real-time inventory tracking, and also to comprehensive reporting tool. Next, for their interest. Broadband staff are mostly interested in efficient system that manage donor information, appointment, and blood inventory. They need this feature to track the donor detail, blood type, and expired date to ensure a safe and compliant donation process. The system should facilitate easy scheduling and confirmation appointment along with an automated reminder to a donor. It should also provide real-time tracking of a blood inventory, alerting staff when stock levels are low or blood units are nearing expiration. Additionally, functionality for generated detailed report and statistics on donor demographic, blood using, and inventory turnover are crucial for improving operation and meeting regulatory requirements. This ensures a streamlined, safe, and effective blood donation process.
Next, going to recommendation technique, we are using two techniques which are interviews and questionnaire. The reason why we choose to do the interviews because we believe that interviewing the stakeholders with open-ended question will encourage them to give a detailed and specific answers, thus helping us identifying the requirement needed to develop the system requested by the stakeholders. Other than that, we choose to run this interview with a semi-structured format which will enhance the experience when gathering the requirement from the stakeholders. We are planning to interview the blood bank staff and the doctors, and the reason we are choosing to interview the blood bank staff is because we believe that they are the one who are mostly affected by the system. So by interviewing them, we can pinpoint the exact pain point and the difficulty they as the blood bank staff experience while handling the blood donation. Furthermore, we believe that knowing the blood bank staff personal experience could further enhance the usability of the system. We are going to interview the doctor specifically the system administrators because they are the one who will ultimately govern and maintaining the system. So by knowing their point of view as the system administrators, we can help them organizing and keeping the system from having any security issues.
Alright, I will be discussing about how using questionnaire can significantly improve the outcome of requirement engineering, especially for our project on developing an online blood donation system. Requirement engineering is the process of defining, documenting, and maintaining the requirement for a system, which is crucial for ensuring that the final product meets the need and expectation of the stakeholders. This process involves activities like requirement elicitation, analysis, specification, validation, and management. Our project, an online blood donation system, aims to connect donors with recipients efficiently and effectively. However, this goal comes with several challenges. Stakeholder requirement can be ambiguous, leading to misunderstanding. Communication gaps between stakeholders such as donor, recipient, healthcare provider, and developer can further complicate the project. Additionally, managing the diverse and sometimes conflicting needs of these stakeholders, along with the frequent change in requirement, add to the complexity. This is where questionnaires become invaluable. They provide a structured approach to gathering information. By distributing questionnaire to a large number of stakeholders quickly, we can ensure consistency as all respondents answer the same set of questions. This method facilitates the collection of quantifiable data, which make it easier to analyze and compare response. Designing effective questionnaire for our project involves several key steps. First, we need clear objective about what information we need to gather, which such as donor preference, reception needs, and healthcare provider requirement. We should use a mix of open-ended and closed-ended questions to capture both detailed and quantifiable response. It's essential to ensure that the language used is clear, concise, and free of jargon to avoid of misunderstanding. Additionally, pilot testing the questionnaire with a small group before full deployment can help identify and fix any issues. The benefits of using questionnaire in this context are numerous. They provide comprehensive coverage by capturing a broad range of requirements for donors, recipients, and healthcare providers. This approach is time efficient, saving time compared to conducting multiple one-on-one interviews. By involving stakeholders in the process, questionnaire increase their investment in the project success. Moreover, they provide concrete data that can be analyzed to inform a decision making. Let me share a few case studies related to our project. In a similar project for an online blood donation system at a healthcare organization, questionnaire we used to gather requirements from various stakeholders. This approach led to improved clarity of requirement, reduced misunderstanding, and facilitated smoother project execution, ultimately resulting in a system that effectively meet the need of all stakeholders involved. To maximize the effectiveness of questionnaire, we should follow the best practice. Regularly update the questionnaire to reflect any changes in project scope or stakeholders' need. Use follow-up interview or workshop to clarify and expand on questionnaire response. Maintain detailed record of response and any follow-up action taken. Finally, provide the feedback to the respondent on how their input was used to show them that their contributions are valued.